Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Actors from The Young and the Restless you didn't know died. The following article mentions mental health struggles and suicide. As far as many TV watchers are concerned, there's never been a world without The Young and the Restless. CBS long-running daytime drama, which first hooked audiences in 1973 and shows no signs of slowing down, continues to rack up millions of viewers even 50 years after its premiere. The impact of serials like I&R is massive, as once detailed by daytime soap megastar Gene Cooper to ABC7. You've always been able to become involved, whether you were wealthy or whatever your status is. Our show hit the human being. It goes without saying that the show's lifeblood comes from its animated set of characters and the actors behind them, many of whom have stuck around for decades. Many others who did and passed left behind incomparable legacies that broadened the horizons of soap acting. Here are some actors from The Young and the Restless, whom we unfortunately lost but had the privilege of watching. In what was one of the most enduring portrayals of the suave Casanova, actor Billy Miller played the role of Billy Abbott on The Young and the Restless to perfection for 6 years. While his soap opera portfolio also included the likes of General Hospital and All My Children, his stint on I&R made him a 3-time winner at the Daytime Emmys. He also appeared on hit primetime shows like Suits and Ray Donovan. On September 17, 2023, Miller died by suicide. He was 43 years old. In a statement provided to Soap Opera Digest, his mother said, "He fought a long, hard, valiant battle with bipolar depression for years." The Young and the Restless honored Miller's memory with an on-set memorial and a tribute episode. In 2014, Miller left the series. Though he loved his time on I&R, he was ready to pursue other projects. As he told Soap Opera Digest, via Soap Central, "To pass was the hardest thing I've ever done." Jennifer Leake was on only 2 episodes of The Young and the Restless, but her brief stint was certainly memorable. She played Gwen Sherman, a sex worker turned nun, not the most conventional arc to be found in the 1970s era of television. Leake by then had already established her star power to a great degree with a role opposite acting legend Lucille Ball in the 1968 comedy Yours, Mine, and Ours. Soap opened up a whole new world of opportunities for Leake, described by her husband James Doria as her favorite medium and what she loved performing in most, via the East Hampton Star. After I&R, she went on to star in series like Ryan's Hope and Another World. Leake died on March 18, 2024. Per her obituary, she had been coping with progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare brain disease. After news of her death broke, her first husband, actor Tim Matheson, wrote on Facebook, "Jennifer was a remarkable woman, strong, lovely, and incredibly talented." Kristoff St had an acclaimed run as Neil Winters on The Young and the Restless. The character, which he originated in 1991 and which remained exclusively his for nearly 3 decades, had become so synonymous with St. John that his death in 2019 invited mourning not just for him, but his alter ego too. A beloved Genocity fixture, Neil had a storyline dominated by dramatic turns in his romantic and professional adventures that won St. John multiple Daytime Emmy and NAACP awards year after year. Unfortunately, St. John's personal life hadn't been as buoyant as his acting career during his final years. In 2014, his son Julian died by suicide at a mental health facility. The incident marked the start of a long mourning period for St. John, who reportedly sought out help for depression not long before his death, according to TMZ. His ex-wife, professional boxer Mia St. John, appeared on the Tamron Hall show and revealed that the late star had also been coping with bipolar disorder. St. John died on February 3, 2019, with autopsy reports citing heart disease. Gene Cooper was a bona fide matriarch of daytime television. For 40 years, she dedicated herself to The Young and the Restless as Katherine Chancellor, a feat that placed her among the longest-serving soap stars in the world. She originated the character in 1973, not long after the show first premiered on CBS, and, aided by her protracted timeline and audacious storylines, forged a new chapter on daytime television. According to CNN, the decision by I&R makers to onboard Cooper proved profitable for the show's initial ratings, and evidently for the actor herself too. In addition to her dazzling list of daytime Emmy nominations, Cooper's exalted screen career notably earned The Young and the Restless legend a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a first for any soap star. "I'm very motivating for some people," Cooper, aware of her influence, told ABC7. "If you impressed one person to a better way of living, you've transferred what you should do." Over the course of her career, Cooper racked up well over 100 film and TV credits. She died on May 8, 2013, at the age of 84. Cooper's final episode of Y&R taped less than 2 months before she died. Jerry Douglas is a standout name in the Hall of the Young and the Restless veterans. In the role of John Abbott, Douglas was distinct for his portrayal of one of the most important and long-running characters on the daytime soap. As the patriarch of the Abbott family, it was through John that so many other stories and events in Genoa City were cross-linked. He was not the first actor to step into John's shoes, but was easily the most impactful, delivering a career-defining performance between 1982 and 2006. Even the death of his character couldn't sever Douglas' ties to Y&R, and he continued to make episodic appearances on the show from the afterlife until 2016. In addition to finding success in film and television, Douglas also showcased his singing talents on his 2007 album, The Best Is Yet to Come. His most enduring association, however, was to his longtime CBS soap opera home. Much to the delight of Y&R fans, Douglas met his castmates for a birthday celebration during his final days, as Laura Lee Bell shared on Instagram. He died on November 9, 2021, at the age of 88 after suffering from an illness. By the time he made a splash as Colonel Douglas Austin on The Young and the Restless, English actor Michael Evans had already built up quite a reputation as a prolific stage actor. After serving during the Second World War, Evans pursued his showbiz aspirations by entering the world of Broadway in 1950, according to the Los Angeles Times. Evans became part of theater legend almost immediately, starring in the inaugural 1951 production of Gigi, alongside soon-to-be Hollywood icon Audrey Hepburn. While Hepburn bagged Roman Holiday soon after, Evans continued to rack up stage credits with My Fair Lady and Mary Mary before turning his attention to the screen. His earlier projects include Bye Bye Birdie, The Man from Uncle, and Riot on Sunset Strip. Y&R was among Evans' final credits, his portrayal of the Colonel spanning over a decade starting 1980. Distinct as a family friend of the Newmans, Colonel Austin remained a fascinating figure within Genoa City circles till the end of his stint in 1995. Evans died on September 4, 2007, at the age of 87. At the time of his death, he was living in an assisted care facility in Los Angeles. Bill Kaiser made many sporadic appearances as on The Young and the Restless, as Brock Reynolds throughout his 3-decade run. Introduced as the son of Genoa City linchpin Catherine Chancellor, Gene Cooper, in 1974, Brock, with his unique arc and dynamics with other characters, remained an important presence on the show, despite his periods of absentia. In fact, he came to occupy an immortal place in cinema history too, with a tiny but memorable appearance as a soap opera actor in Martin Scorsese's 1976 masterpiece, Taxi Driver.